I just got paid. And just like that, it's all gone. And I have no clue where that paycheck went. Did you ever feel like that? And on top of your money just evaporating out of thin air, you start to think to yourself, how are people able to afford all of these things that they do? How are they able to invest money? I can barely scrape by. What is going on? And that's the point of today's video, because I was there before myself. I had the same type of questions. So when I was starting off, I would get my paycheck, I would pay my bills, and then I'd be like, great, there's nothing left over. I guess I gotta wait till next time I get paid and hope that I don't get invited out anywhere because I'm not gonna be able to afford anything and my friends are gonna laugh at me. But then I started to pay myself first. I started to reverse that cycle a little bit. And here are the 5 steps that I started to take to break free of that cycle and be able to build up to a millionaire status. I'm excited to share this with you today. So what you want to do is take each of these steps of your payday routine like a level. You're trying to level up. So once you complete one of the levels, you move on to the next one. And that's how you can really make sure that you're paying yourself first and building a wealth legacy for your future. And when you reach this next step and that next level, give yourself a pat on the back. Make sure you brag about it, just like you do when you get first place in Mario Kart. It's that serious. So let's go right on to step number 1 of your payday routine. And this is the 401k, 403b match, and $5 a day challenge. So before you pay any of your debt payments, before you invest in the next Dogecoin, you want to look at if your company does a 401k match or a 403b, whatever company that you have. Some offer anywhere from 1% to 6%. And it's basically extra income that you should capitalize on now, which means do it now. Even if you could only do 1% and they match 1%, just do it, because it's like a free raise. They're trying to give you money. They're saying, hey, all you got to do is invest your money and we'll give you more. And by not doing that, you're leaving all that money on the table. It's not worth it. So start it today if you haven't already. I wish I did this earlier in my career, but I didn't understand it and I didn't think it was necessary. But now that I realize, oh, yeah, if it's a company match, they're giving me a raise. Why didn't I do that? So let's say you make $50,000 a year, but you never get a raise again. So you're gonna make $50,000 from the age of 25 all the way until you retire at the age of 65. Take a look at the power of this mistake if you don't ever invest in a 401k. So if your company matches 6% of your contributions to the 401k plan, you start at age 25, you retire at the age of 65, you're gonna have a cool $1.63 million saved up. And of course, this may be different. The 1.63 might be a little bit different depending on your company's match and the structured plan. But before we do anything, knowing that if we just take advantage of this today, we could build up to a millionaire portfolio in the future, it makes sense just to do this today. Now, this is also a step where you can take advantage of the $5 a day investing challenge. I do it right here on the channel. If you're new, check it out. I'll link my latest update in the description below. So when you're first starting out and you don't have a lot of money and we haven't mastered the payday routine, we're stuck here on level 1, that's okay. Think about maybe one less meal out a week or cutting out some basic things that will give you enough money to save about $5 a day or $155 a month into just whatever investing account you can get your hands on. Webull, Robinhood, Schwab, Fidelity. It really doesn't matter what brokerage you use or what investment app you use. The point is to get in and start investing in something like an S&P 500 index fund, $5 a day. If you have questions on what I invest in, that's why you want to check out the video linked below after we check out this one on the $5 a day challenge. Let's move on then to the next level, and that next level is an emergency fund. No, we're not paying off debt yet. We're not even touching debt. Only minimum payments in this step because we need enough F-off money, as I like to call it. Well, what is F-off money, you may ask? Any emergency that is unexpected that you can be confident to say, F off, I got this. That's the point of the emergency fund. It avoids an emergency becoming a catastrophe. You know, like when that regular oil change turns into $1,000 because they found something and now you got to get it fixed. Or all of a sudden, like your roof is messed up if you own a home or whatever. You know what happens. These dumb things that pop up when you feel like you're on your way, you're making progress and something stupid happens. That's the point of wanting to get yourself enough money stacked up so you could say F off with your trying to knock me off course. It's not going to happen because I saved up enough money to pay that off right now in cash and not go into more debt because of the emergency. Best emergency fund is about 3 to 6 months of your expenses. So that also helps if you do get laid off, at least you have 3 to 6 months to recover, to find another job, something like that. Or in the case of something dumb happening that's out of your control, you'll have enough money to pay it. Level 3 is pay more and pay off your consumer debt. When we get more aggressive with the debt, we can pay things off, and then we can use that money that we were paying every month into the debt to attack other things or to move up to the next level. That's the beauty of the debt payoff. So I do like the Dave Ramsey approach of the snowball. List your debts from the smallest to the largest. Don't worry about interest rate. Worry about getting the smallest debt paid off first, because that gives you a psychological benefit of saying, I paid something off. I am amazing. And with that now, I can take that money and apply it toward the next debt payment, and then apply that to the next one and the next one and so on. Then once you pay it off, don't ever go back in debt. That is almost a poison. I wish I learned that when I was younger, had to dig myself out of the hole. And that's the point. You want to dig yourself out of a hole. If you stay stuck in that hole, think about it. You can't walk forward. Get yourself out so we can walk forward into step number 4, which is the Roth IRA max out and or HSA max out. You get into step 4, level 4, once you pay off your consumer debt. And if you have no student, car, or credit card payments, you can then start maxing out your retirement accounts. And remember, you do this before you pay any bills. You got to pay yourself first. So don't budget to go out with friends. Don't go to the restaurant. You got to start with this payday routine of saying, I'm going to pay myself first. And as I achieve each one of these levels, that's the focus. And so with this one, the beauty of a Roth IRA is when you invest in this particular account that you can, again, get with any type of investment brokerage. It doesn't matter which one you choose. Look for the Roth IRA option. Make sure your income limit is acceptable for the Roth IRA. And then at that point, start investing. It's great because you can contribute a certain amount each year. And that amount, as it grows over time, is actually tax-free. Let's say that you have enough time on your horizon before you're going to touch your Roth IRA. We could say in however many years, let's say you grew by $800,000. When you start withdrawing that money, it is tax-free. You don't have to pay any taxes on that gain in the future. That is the beauty of this particular account. Not sure what to invest in the Roth IRA? I follow the teachings of The Simple Path to Wealth by J.L. Collins. I'll link his book down below in the description if you want to check it out. Same thing with an HSA, health savings account. This is another great way to get a tax advantage benefit off of investing for any type of health tragedies that may come your way. It's almost like an emergency fund in a sense, because you can use this for all kinds of different medical costs. It can also help you if you have a very bad employee-sponsored health plan, or even if you're self-employed or anything like that. And then you're ready for the final step. Step number 5, level 5. You are there. Congratulations. And that is the FI account. So you're tackling all steps 1 through 4. You got it rocking and rolling. And now you're on to building financial independence. Now, let's talk really quick and visualize what financial independence really is. That means you have complete and utter control of your life. Your boss wants you to do something you don't want to do. You don't have to do it. You kind of get tired of doing what you do and you want to change up your entire life. You can do that. That's the beauty of financial independence. You're in complete control of your life, and no one, absolutely no one, can get in your way at that point. So you can open what's called a taxable brokerage account, and you're going to start investing extra money that you don't need for anything else into this account. You can start off small and then really scale it up, especially because you've gotten through all the consumer debt. You got everything paid off except for your house. If you even pay your house off, now you have even more money that you can invest in this account. And oh my gosh, if you have enough years ahead, you still can retire early, and you can still retire well into the millions. Check out the other videos on this channel where we explore how you can do this and how it actually compounds over time. It's absolutely incredible. And I think anybody out there can achieve it. But it doesn't matter. We all start in different areas. The point is, get yourself on this type of routine. Every time you get paid, you're going to apply it based on what level you're on in today's video, and then grow to your ultimate financial independence. Then when that paycheck comes in, it has a sense of power behind it and not some weird mystery of where it all went. Want to check out more awesome videos? Well, then you got to check out this video next, and we'll see you on the next video.